going on, guys? XSR Detroit here with another video for you. So this is going to be kind of a redo on that Yamoto frame cover install that I did. When I installed the frame covers, I put the zip ties on the outside and I just thought that's how they went on. But after looking at the bike, I'm like, man, those zip ties look kind of shitty. It kind of cheapens the bike. So I found a different way to do it, and I'm going to show you the better way to install these frame covers. We're going to start out over here on the brake side. We have two bolts for the rear master cylinder that you're going to remove before you put the cover on. I also have a master cylinder cover, so it was a little more hoops to jump through, but it wasn't a big deal. But once you put these two bolts back in with the cover on, we can move on to the zip ties. So as you can see, I have the zip ties on the outside of the frame cover, so I'm going to clip these off and put them on the inside to clean it up a bit. I've already cut off my old zip ties and it's time to put the new ones in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide them up through the frame cover like this, and I'll do both of them while everything's off. It's a lot easier. I want to make sure that I've got the head of my zip tie towards the back of the frame so it's not exposed on the front of the bike, and I'll push down on the frame cover while I'm doing it. Got that one started. Grab this top one. Alright, as you can see, the head of the zip ties are in the back, away from view. And kind of adjust them here a little bit to hide it even more. Tighten these zip ties up, and we're good to clip these. Over here on the clutch side of the bike, we have this sprocket cover. I'm going to take it off. We've got two 8mm bolts, and this is just going to make dealing with the zip ties a whole lot easier. I'm going to go ahead and clip these three zip ties. I've got my frame cover completely removed. What I did is we're going to start at the bottom. As you can see, I've got my zip tie going through the back of the frame cover. The zip ties that I have aren't long enough, so I just added two of them together, and I'll just trim the slack. And this is kind of nice because this is the widest part of the frame, and it'll give us a little bit more adjustment as far as hiding these zip tie heads to make everything look really clean. So let's go ahead and pop this out. So I got it loose on that side, tighten this side up. So I'm gonna leave that loose for now, and then we'll grab the other two zip ties. So got another zip tie. I'm gonna run it through. We've got a wiring harness back here, so you wanna make sure you don't pinch that. Bring that right up here, right through the frame cover. Leave that loose, and we'll move on to the top one. Now that I have my zip ties on, I'm going to go ahead and tighten them all up. Make sure that your frame cover is sitting where it's supposed to be. Everything looks good, the fit is tight, so I'm going to clip the slack off the zip ties. Make sure on the bottom that the zip tie isn't interfering with the chain or the chain guard or anything. Looks clean. So we're ready to put our sprocket cover back on. And we're all done. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. I've never really redone a video in the past, but I wasn't happy with how the frame cover turned out. As far as having the zip ties on the outside of the frame, now they're on the inside, they look way better, and I didn't want to leave that video up and have people checking it out and thinking like, oh yeah, this is how you put them on. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's zip ties and a couple fasteners, but this way is a lot cleaner. It was something that was bothering me. I don't know why I didn't see it the first time, but much better. Everything looks good. But yeah, if you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions, sound off in the comment section. And as always, ride fast, ride naked, wear your helmet. I'll see you in the next video.